What up? Y'all coming in, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Sensei Reality TV. We finna tell a rare story on Tupac, the living legend, and his group, Strictly Dope. Now, in 1988, Tupac, he moved in with, a neighbor of his, and, they started, doing what they do on the streets, you know, slanging, doing what they do on the streets. You already know, where I'm leading to, what I'm talking about. And he made friends along the way of being in the streets. And they all, sparked the interest in into having a rap group. Now Pac and his friends, they took interest in rap music. And one of the friends was, of course, Ray Love. He was a mutual friend. And that Pac made, he made friends with. And he had another friend named DJ Dizzy, I mean. So they formed a group called Strictly Dope. Now this story is not a story that's like pretty much like not talked about a lot. So I wanted to bring it to the forefront, and this was like before Pac, went into with Digital Underground. Now Strictly Dope was Tupac, Pukey, or Pucky, however you pronounce his name, and Byron, Cap B, Dedrick, Mike Cooley, and LaShawn Woods. Now, in June of 1988, Tupac mother, was, she had a problem with, partaking in, with drug usage. And long live AFENI SHAKUR. Much love to her. But at the time when she was, partaking in those things, she was having trouble finding work, because she was part of the Panther movement as well at the same time. But the family was uprooted, and they brought Tupac and Sakiwa to live with the family in Marin City of California. So, but to get back to Strictly Dope, Tupac had a lost tapes that was released in 1989. It's called Tupac Shakur Lost Tapes at the same time when, Strictly Dope and everything, when that whole group was formed. Now, Tupac back then was known as MC New York. That's when he moved from Baltimore to New York. And he was called, he named himself MC New York. So at the same time with this group bonding with each other and with all of them having the same interest into pursuing rap music, they wanted to take it to a level to where they can be seen, a level to where they'll be able to get their music heard some way or some fashion. So with the times, along with them pursuing their rap music career within that group, they bumped into now let me just let y'all know for the record. Tupac was 18. This was like somewhere in where he was like 18. And like I'll say, he was named under the name MC New York in the rap group Strictly Dope. with Ray Love, Tyson, and Chop Master J, and they bumped it to Shock G. One of them bumped it to Shock G. I think it was probably Chop Master J, and he had they got Shock G to listen to one of their tracks, and they decided to invite Pac to the Digital Underground. That's how the whole Digital Underground came. But before then, people don't know. A lot of people don't know that Pac had a group that he before the Digital Underground, that the guys that he knew, which I just named, they had a group called Strictly Dope. Now the group didn't too much last long because of Pac partaking and moving on to Digital Underground. But Strictly Dope, I feel like if Pac would have never moved to the Digital Underground, it probably wouldn't have. I can't say how successful the group would have been because it's a lot of people to like 1, 2. As you're looking in the photo, it's like 6 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys in the group, including Pac, making it 8. So this group probably wouldn't have been successful as for long because there's like too many people in one group, and normally rap groups, don't stick for that long. So each of them individually had to go their own ways, but including with Tupac, going to Digital Underground with Shock G, and when Pac went to Digital Underground with Shock G, that first recording in 1987 was called Underwater Rhymes. They signed in on Tony Boy Records in 1989. Tupac, like I was telling you before, he went as the name of MC New York with Strictly Dope, and Tupac, I think he dropped his first joint, with Shock G. After that, Shock G and Money B decided to record, that the hit song that we formerly know of hip hop culture called Same Song. And that was for the movie. I found a classic movie. I love that movie. Nothing But Trouble. A classic movie, I would like to say, in the late 1990s. Now, Same Song, after Pac left from Strictly Dope, that took Pac to another level as a solo artist. So people can really see who Tupac was as an artist alone by himself, separated from a group. Even though he was into it with the new group Digital Underground, that spotlight with that verse on Same Song on the remix kind of spotlighted Tupac. Like, look, I can do this and I can hold my own without being a part in a group. So with the success of the Same Song, Pac went on to Interscope, to make some demo tapes and started to record tracks for his first album before, Tupacalypse Now, which was in 1991. So we fast forwarding, but Strictly Dope, if it wasn't for that group and for, one of the members, I think, like I said, was probably Chop Master J, one of the members from Strictly Dope, giving that demo to Shock G, Tupac wouldn't have been able to move to that next level of being able to get out there so that people can see his face and, hear what he had to say and pretty much, show off his skill set as an artist. If that Strictly Dope group would have never formed, who knows if Pac would ever make Shock G. So that's the importance of the group Strictly Dope that I feel like people need to really know about and be, introduced to, because if it wasn't for that, we probably wouldn't have had Tupac. Who knows if he would even he would have made it into music. Because one hand, wipes the other. So without one part of him being in the Strictly Dope group, and to then, moving on to the next step and getting a demo tape one of the members giving the demo tape to Shock G, and then Pac being in Digital Underground, and then that going on to after that, moving on to Pac going on to Interscope, and to having his first album, Tupacalypse Now. You know, one hand wipes the other and moves it to the next level of success for, you know, the living legend and spirit, Tupac Shakur. So I just wanted to let people know the whole background of the importance of Strictly Dope, that group, because that carried Pac to the next level of him being, you know, the Tupac Shakur that we all have known and grown to love, and hearing from interviews and hearing how he's speaking and how deep he, you know, was his thought process was, and how gifted he was with writing. You know, I mean, Pac wasn't just a songwriter. Of course, if, you know, people don't know, he actually, you know, wrote films. You know, he was heavy into acting. That was actually his first love before. I mean, I think he loved acting and partaking into that field because he went to the performing arts in Baltimore. That's what he started off doing before he even thought about, you know, entertaining the whole music idea. And before the whole Strictly Dope you know, rap music group came about. So people understand Pac's first love was acting. So I just wanted to introduce y'all to, you know, to what catapulted, kind of like took Pac to the next level of music, and kind of like moved him from steps, you know, into the music game, and to one step to the other. But the first step being Strictly Dope, and the next being Digital Underground, and the next being Interscope, with him having his first album, Tupacalypse Now. And at the same time, with him doing Tupacalypse Now, which took him to the next level of being in his first, you know, classic movie film, Juice, which was in 1990, I think like in 1991, the same time he was recording Tupacalypse Now. I just want to give y'all a piece of that, you know, to let y'all know the importance of his career, and what one thing did that carried on to him to move on to the next level, to doing the next thing, and to the next thing, to the next thing. So it's all steps and levels to success. So long live the great Tupac, AMARU Shakur. It's a Sensei Reality TV. And that's pretty much what I wanted to dig deep into, what people probably don't know much of. I'm not going to say that people don't know, because a lot of people that do know of the Strictly Dope group. But for the ones who don't, I just wanted to give y'all a piece of history and a piece of information on the greatness of Tupac Shakur. And long live AFENI Shakur. And yeah, since the reality TV, y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and we will always be back. We ain't going nowhere. Stay right there. Don't change that channel, man. So yeah, live, love, laugh, stay military minded, keep God first, whatever that you believe in, and one love, peace to all. Sensei Reality TV, and we gone.